I just set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes.
Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Waiting. Come on.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with Howard. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Running from the gun with Howard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Wentz to throw, and it is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw, escaping the pressure right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
I got you. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Texans nothing.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's set. 19. 3. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
It's fourth down.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Don't do it, fam. This is not going to end well, fam. Don't do it. I'm trying to tell you. Don't do it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 40
right,
yards.
that was actually nice.
As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I give you that. Earn my respect a little bit. But this right here ain't going to end well.
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running with Howard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, here we go. 120! They're running it!
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 66 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
14, Texans 8. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his kick is good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to throw. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
And an Eagles first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jay. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tighten up, pull it together.
On first down, Watson. It's caught, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Open man, the tight end fails. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run.
Throwing on second down. Watson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch the block. Motion. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let him go.
To the air yet again. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's now second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Back. Check.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. on for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he'll bang that one through.
Next to score, Texans 22, Eagles 21. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit. Ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Malik Jackson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out, and I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From his goal line here, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half, too.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Quick start.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Go. 280! All day, every day, any day. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
On first down, they run with Howard. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 280! Check.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he has the first down. You bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Philadelphia.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, Pete. Watch the safety creep.
They're going to run this with a tight end. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. 120! Check.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 180! Check, 41. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense. And giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Wentz now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here we go, here we go. Waiting. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49, check 49, check 49.
They go with Howard again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. But Nardrick McKinney able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense. And seal this thing.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Watson now to throw, eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
We're set. 20. Check. 53's mine.
Watson. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now it's Watson. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Watson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He's back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it